So, just out of curiosity, how are you coming in contact with most of the homes that you remediate? Is it buyers having a property under due diligence? Is it clients that have been shut down by the health department because their house was raided? Is it an investor like myself who buys a house, tests it, and goes, oh crap, it's got meth, we better remediate this before we start remodeling? Or is it all of the above?
Yeah, it's all of the above.
Okay.
It's all of the above, for sure. And the process is exactly the same, whatever we're doing. I want every house to be safe to live in from a meth standpoint. I can't do anything about, COVID, Utah air, whatever anybody else wants to fight about.
Right.
But I can do something about the meth.
Right.
That.
Yeah.
So, a lot of our stuff is in that due diligence period of a real estate transaction. Because there's only like 30 certified decontamination specialists in the state.
Got it.
And we employ 5. 5 of the others refer to us. They don't even decontaminate.
Got it.
A couple of them are in jail now.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, we're a little teeny number.
Yeah.
And so when police busts happen, we get a lot of those calls too, because that person will go down the list and go, who do I call?
Right.
So yeah, we get plenty of health department houses, and then like yourself, investors. There's plenty of investors that go, I want to do the right thing and put a nice house out there, and I do a lot of work for investors too, and I love that.
Got it. Okay, perfect. Thank you for sharing that. I want to give the listeners an idea of the expense. You had mentioned earlier the broken sewer, the cleaning for meth. Well, first of all, how, you may have said this, but I don't remember if you did. Sorry. How much does it cost to do a meth test during your due diligence?
I think most of the home inspectors out there are like $150.
Very inexpensive.
Yeah, I mean,
For the peace of mind.
For peace of mind, it's cheap.
Yeah.
That you go, oh, because invariably after I do a
Yes.
CE class, I've got a CE class that I do, people will go, oh my gosh, I should test my house. I bought it and I didn't know.
Right.
But having that peace of mind going, I didn't buy a $10,000 problem that's going to be there when I go to sell it in 10 years.
Yes.
It's a no-brainer.
Right.
I prefer home inspectors that know what they're doing to do the pre-test, because it's a little less creepy than when I go out and go, oh, Yoshi, your house is positive, but by the way, my company cleans it up, right?
Right.
I look like an ambulance chaser.
Right.
But I've trained a lot of home inspectors on how to do it properly, too.
Got it.
So if they're doing it with the home inspection, I would bet you a lot of them are even a little bit less than that. But, man, to know you haven't bought a problem...
Oh, yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
A no-brainer. So about $150 to test it, and if you think, I'm going to save on that $150 because those buyers are like $800 into it and they're due diligence, right? They're $400 on the home inspector, and then they get radon, and then they do a sewer scope, and now they're doing a meth test in this beautiful house. That $150, let's pass on it. But if you don't, and then it tests positive for meth later, as you mentioned, it could be a $10,000 remediation problem.
Easy.
Because
here's what typically happens in that case.
Yes.
When somebody doesn't, and like I said, I deal with this literally every week in my company. I'm doing at least one house with that situation.
Gotcha.
So then they think their house is closing, right, in 3 weeks.
Yes.
And they're moving into their new house.
Right.
And when it's 2 weeks of my work, that pushes back the closing.
Right.
All right, so you're making another house payment, and you got a rate lock deadline, and all the things that go into the crazy. You know that one, right?
Yeah.
Addendums galore.
Yes.
So it pushes back your closing. You're going to lose all your carpet, pad, permeable, like the 1-inch. These blinds with 1-inch strings in them.
Yes.
Can't test that either, right?
Right.
So 1-inch blinds. If you've got fabric blinds, the new wave is those fabric ones.
Yes.
Those go. So you're going to have 2 weeks of me torturing a house, and there can be some paint bubbling when we're done. So I tell people, plan on paint touch-up.
Yeah.
I never know how much or how little, but plan on paint touch-up. New flooring. If you have pergo-type flooring that has seams, our process is wet, right? So invariably, there's some bubbling.
Oh, yeah,
and if you... I don't even know how to say this a nice way, but if you have the cheap pergo flooring, it's cardboard backing.
Yeah.
All it does is absorb. So you can end up with
Oh, yeah.
new, even though it's not carpet floors, it's going to be new flooring.
Right.
If you have insulated flex ducting,
Yeah.
you know, and typically a 3-level house
Yes.
that's built today, furnace in the basement,
Yes.
all the runs in the upstairs
Yeah.
come through the ceiling and they're all insulated flex ducting. So I pull that out and kindly send it to the dump because we have to send
Yes.
whips through it, right?
Right.
And so by the time you're replacing your insulated flex ducting, your carpet, your pad, making an extra house payment, most deals I can talk people off the ledge and go, you're going to have a better house. But if your buyer walks,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
adding more time on.
Yeah.
I would say at a minimum, you're probably 10 grand.
Got it.
And I've had people that obviously the higher square footage houses.
Yes. Bigger.
They can be $25,000 problems.
Got it.
$150 is nothing.
Yes.
I guarantee that doesn't happen.
Exactly. Exactly. I love it. Okay, great information. Okay, before we part ways, in case you have a dog or know someone else who does have a dog, I wanted to take a quick second to show you the Snap Leash. The Snap Leash can literally do so many things, and I'm going to share with you one of the many cool things that it can do. As you can see, the Snap Leash is designed with 2 swivel hooks, one on each end. This end has a cushion stitched into it to make it comfortable when walking your dog. Now, all you have to do is take this swivel hook, put it into this very first grommet, and now you've got your handle. Okay, so now let's imagine you're at the park and you want to secure your pet quickly, safely, and easily to a park bench, a tree, or a pole because you just want to sit down and relax. Well, all you need to do is take this swivel hook, remove it from the very first grommet, wrap this leash around any size tree or pole or park bench, and put it into the appropriate grommet. And now you have secured your pet quickly, safely, and easily. And when it's time to head home, another great feature about the Snap Leash is you can simply wrap it around your waist for hands-free walking. Lastly, if you ever accidentally forget your waist bags at home, these grommets make a great place to fasten the waist bags so you never leave home without them. And if you want to see all of the other cool things that the Snap Leash can do, then please just click on the link below and find out why so many others are falling in love with the Snap Leash.